gotta go for my drink.
No worries.
Howdy.
Hey, good to see you, man.
Hey, Bill.
Shalom.
Doing good, brother. Like the belt buckle, man.
You mind if we just leave our stuff here?
Oh yeah. If y'all want, you can put it right here. If you want it to be more secure too.
Okay. Appreciate it, brother. How's everything been, man?
Been good. How have y'all been?
Good.
Y'all been busy?
Yeah, this silver and gold market, you know? It's like we all need to go retire or something, you know? No.
It's been really chaotic the last week.
Yeah, like a good thing, right?
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Well, yes and no. We took a good hit on that gold drop. We had overbought a little when it hit that high, but we're doing good.
Guys, how you doing? You made
Yeah,
it
well,
You made the drive once and then came back.
Oh, no.
We had an opportunity in Arizona, so
Good for you.
we're planning on stopping here and then changed our mind when we came back.
Good deal.
Yep.
we
All right.
get a lot of big
Do this. I'll let you all start. I think they put
yeah.
these
Hey.
back
So-
for you.
Yeah, I think they're right.
Oh,
That might be for someone else,
okay,
actually.
maybe so. Okay, and you're more than welcome to look. And I'm sorry, it's kind of covered up.
Right.
Yeah. You're good. No worries.
It's been a crazy morning. Somebody just
You're
almost
fine.
completely bought us out of gold
All right, that's.
this morning.
I heard that's a good thing.
That's a good thing.
Get you out of the that high, right?
Yeah, they were smart.
But it's 1980, and even though it's uncirculated, meaning it's what it sounds like isn't circulated all, it's still just a quarter. It's just too new. It's okay, I'll put that in. Way too new. Circulated. Yeah, and these are cool. We would pay just like these 10 cents each because they're.
Then it's
And most likely we'll bust it out of there. Yeah. We could probably, maybe someone would think it's cool to buy it like that because it does look cool.
Do you mind if you pull a few out of here? Yeah, if you have a
Yes,
second.
of course.
It's a 79cc. That one. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then this 34P and the 26D that's right next to it as well. That one, yeah.
925. Okay, so that's sterling.
And then the 34S in there. It's gonna be right there. Let's see. And the 90S as well, and the 79S and PL. Beautiful. If I take a look at the 83S and the 79O that you just took a photo of the other day. Perfect. And on the bottom, there's just two Cameo NGC Franklins. It's the one, yeah, the ones where you can't see the rim on them, basically. Yeah. Cool, brother. Wonderful. I'll get. I think that'll be it for just right now, and then I'll look through the extra boxes in a minute, I guess. Yeah.
I'll get something ready for you.
Appreciate it, brother.
Yeah, that's a nice cool.
Yeah,
Where's
they're
that
pulling
going?
up here.
It's maybe waiting for them. Maybe it's a
guess.
good thing. They like the old green holders. Huh?
Oh yeah.
And a little green bean on there never hurts, right? There we go.
Right.
But it isn't heavy enough.
I just bought those yesterday.
What I said is
What would you need on those, preacher?
We do 10 back a bid for you guys.
Well,
You know,
yeah, whatever.
make it worth your trip. So, and I'll look them up.
Yeah, that's fine with me. So I'm sure.
All right, this is what they can start with, and then I'll come back and rotate for you, and I'll get
A
your
lot
bid
of
sheet.
this is new.
I'll go get it.
Okay.
Hand me that white pencil.
Go over there.
Yeah, do that.
Those are I set these back for them.
And there's some other Texas commanders you guys can pick the best.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, there's some real nice.
I'm keeping it.
I know. He's excited.
What's that?
I said you're excited.
Oh, I love it. Yeah. Well, I appreciate you guys. You're so good for the market, and I hear more and more. I just got a young lady from, I won't say names, but from Monaghan, it's a little town south here. Anyhow, she's about 19, 20. She's heavy into coins, you know what I'm talking about. And she watches you guys religiously.
I have to look at
Because
it.
she was just in yesterday and she said, I've just mentioned the She says, oh, I love those guys.
I have to look at
So
mine.
just kind of tell you that real quick. You guys know too. You're doing good, really good for the hobby. So I'll start with the bucks if you want here.
That works for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, because it's a pretty chain, obviously.
It's pretty.
And it looks good.
We can put a line through it if I'm not at
I do think it's
64.
great though, because this is acid. So basically, if it was not, if it was,
Yeah.
you know,
The day that we
legit,
called Daniel,
then it wouldn't disappear like that.
Oh yeah, then it was the first one.
I don't know if it was the same
We
day
have
or
to
the day
scratch
after we
it.
drove 12 hours out to Arizona and then drove 12 hours yesterday.
You should show them what we got in Arizona,
So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to list the bid.
and then just knock 10% off at the
knock
bat.
10 off the end. You betcha.
If she does that all day long.
Yeah. Kind of the only way to get it.
If you see a mistake, let me know. But I think so that's 126. This one's 120 bid. Bought those yesterday,
It's not no nice.
and that's why we kind of set them back there. And
Perfect. I'm just working through a few.
Okay, I'll let
These
you-
all work at
Good.
10% back.
Deal. You got it.
See how that stays?
Oh, yeah.
That's how you know.
I'm gonna put that
And you
on
can
there
get
as well.
these tests.
We've got some real nice graded gold right now too.
Different,
Yeah, I'll have to take a look.
different,
They really will. Sir, if you want
levels
to take
and
a
everything,
break
and
for a
there's
split
silver that's in
second?
there.
This is what they got. Careful.
200 minute.
Just don't see it. Nice 20. Yeah, thanks.
The last proof he sold it to him.
He's shaking his
Yeah,
head.
he's shaking.
Yeah, for 3,500 it was.
And there's a 9 minutes of 9:31, I think.
Something like that. It was a what year was it, Johnny? Look, he's gonna. I think it was a 90. Oh, 81. It was 81 proof dollar
Not bad.
for 63. Yes, nice. Pretty.
Very nice.
You just don't see it. Look, those. These look good to you too.
Yeah,
Then you can look them up.
if 10 is good on those,
you bet.
if it goes back, and
And I
then
normally sell these at bid at the shows, but
if that
but we're not in the show. We're in house, so I can do it at 10 back.
if that works for you, then I appreciate it. Yeah.
We sold a
I think you
CC
can
Gold
tell whenever it
2 weeks
Not too long
ago.
ago.
About 2 weeks ago.
You know,
CC Gold, old green holder too, but it was a 2.5. No, it was a 5.
I want to show you guys some gold coins that we got in on this past week's haul, and a lot of them are pretty nice. So, start out, we have a Soapbox 92cc in AU50. I'm going to give you my opinion on AU50 grades later in this video. We also have a 90cc in AU58. Tough, $10 gold piece. I believe it doubles in mint state. 1839, excuse me. New Orleans mint right above the date. Pretty tough 2.5 to run into, especially in AU. Not the prettiest coin, gonna be honest. 1926 sesquicentennial. Ended up getting this in the shop with the boys at Preacher Bill's, and we ended up getting this Lewis and Clark fancy little gold dollar in, CAC approved, exceptionally tough, CAC approved, has gorgeous luster, and I've never actually been able to offer a Lewis and Clark before, so this is just the beginning of all the cool noobs that we got.
Because it was
Yeah,
kind
that
of
got pretty
weird.
good too.
It's kind of a weird one, right?
Yeah, it wasn't marked.
Questionable.
But this, I mean, to me, this turquoise
Yeah, unless somebody's like,
looks
oh,
real
I
because it
need that
looks.
for a
I mean,
coat.
it's not. It's not
Even
like.
whenever you,
It's
even,
okay. It's real. Yeah, it's been worn down.
even when you buy that, like, in
How you
with
doing?
them from the native.
And somebody be right with you. Do you need some bullion?
They
Oh,
usually-
good. Look around. Take your time. You bet. No, glad you're here.
Yeah, so that one was a weird one.
Are you gonna
but,
break
I
them and send
mean,
them? And try to go
Cool.
for it?
These two work for it. Nice.
Got some of the biggest coin shops and auction houses in the whole country asking.
Now they have questions.
that was good. Yeah, I mean, it took it right away.
There is an 1865
Sometimes it'll hold out, but if it disappears at all, it should just stay or.
Just somebody brought him in.
No, he was cleaning up that shelf, and there was that
That's
spot.
definitely not a
And that's why
diamond in there.
they just go in that little bucket underneath.
Yeah, I am gonna get a diamond token.
I recognized it immediately. We didn't actually buff that as real that one day. 'Cause you didn't take it back to it.
I mean, of course.
Sorry about that, guys.
Just pushed it over. So it will be a little more like, you know, hardcore.
Yes.
Dad,
Yep.
Okay. This is 10K. I scratched it. I mean, and it looks okay, but it looks weird, huh?
It's too light. It's too light. It's too
I stole out Mel once.
Oh yeah. It was sad, and there was almost no recourse.
Okay, well,
I know.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're welcome to bring him in. But yeah, we're basically, once you get into town, it's Highway 80, but it becomes Front Street once you're in town.
Every time.
And if you just follow
And I knew,
got to.
I knew, and I tried
Front
to.
Street is Front
The
Street.
cheap
know.
way, and he goes around,
got
comes
you.
around. So yeah.
Our insurance, I think it only,
What
we
is that?
have
Yes,
a third party
broker.
insurer, and it only insures like 10,000.
Oh, okay. That's So you sometimes have to do multiple boxes on.
No, like, if it's over 10,000, we just do the UPS route.
Okay, right.
Yeah. Well, you're welcome to
And
bring
then
him
what
in.
we've done, as of recently, like if it's a big package,
Yeah. Okay. Well, if they're new star notes, we
We'll
won't
put
do
an air
it.
tag in there?
They have to be
Right.
like.
so we'll track it all the way to the end.
Okay, what is
and
old
then
to you, though?
We just have them ship the air tag back.
I've got to do what you got to do. Yeah.
Because the tracking says one
I mean, we would only take them if they were like in the
My air tag
50s, like
says something else.
anything 70s, 80s, 90s. No, that yeah. 'Cause I know that's
Well,
saying
been on the
that's why I
road
was
a lot,
asking what
that's
are people's
good, yeah.
definitions of
3,000
old
miles.
because yeah, and that's fine. And this is important. Yeah, we don't do bicentennials. Those are just like anything 70s, 80s.
This is like a trillion, or it's not a precious metal.
Nope. Anything older than
That
1970.
young lady over there, she's behind the guy in the green shirt. She's new. We're giving her a hard time. She's here to learn, so she's on the. She just moved to New Mexico, so
But it's all just going to depend on the.
key employee.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just that way you don't waste your time.
Oh, hopefully she starts something up over there.
Be nice. Yeah, she's in a little town called Capitan.
Get a network started.
Yeah, so 60
And we actually.
Okay, I'm gonna add these here.
Okay.
And I just checked on bid's 115 on this
All
one.
right, thanks.
So
I'll write it up.
That's kind of the best I can tell
Cool.
you. I
I'm
got.
gonna end up passing on this one, preacher.
Okay.
Feel free. No, it's okay. Feel free to bring in whatever you want. And then I'm gonna
I'm trying to find out what characters. See if we can find it.
I'm buying clothes.
It's her bag, right? I mean, it's on her. Yeah, pretty much. Okay, Madeline.
Here's a few from that box. 88 OPL, double die obverse, 380 SPLs. So 380 SPLs, so I think just really nice black and white obverse. And then the rest of the stuff, we ended up making a few stacks. And Preacher Bills are signing us up, so I appreciate it. Yeah, that's the address and then the phone number.
Thanks, guys.
And they visit a lot of gun shows around here too. So we got some fancy dollars to show you guys as well. We have two nicer looking ones on top. 1900 over CC grade Mint State 62. Site wipe verification. Not sure how that means anything in the market, but people like that stuff sometimes. Nice blast white coin. 1879 in Mint State 64. Got this from the boys also. When you're buying Mint State 64 79 they can be pretty tough to run into. 61 62s are the common grade for that, so you have to pay a little bit up for a 64. We have a 76S trade dollar, still with some good remaining luster. And we also have the 1799, mostly original Drape bust dollar. That's very affordable. Love the look of that coin. And then we have two key dates here. One, as you guys may know, is the 93 S&G 6, and we have this 1899 Philly in 62 dimple. Pretty much almost impossible to find in DMPL. Has good mirrors to it. Definitely deserves a DMPL grade on the coin. And last but not least, from the dollars, we have this educational note from 1896. Has minor tears on the edges of the note, but has great detail. Wasn't messed with too much. And who else loves educational notes like we do? Lovely little piece. All right, Case, so what are we taking a look at today?
We are looking at close to 500 raw piece and Morgan dollars.
And so what did we end up finding and wanting to look at?
So just by looking at them with our naked eye, we pulled out these 4 coins that look suspect. And we're going to show you how we're going to test them on the Sigma. They passed the magnet test, which we have right here. We got a little, fridge magnet. Passed the magnet test. So we're going to walk you through our Sigma process to see, because Sigmas do test Morgan dollars. So it says remove sample, push, run, and calibrate. To start, we're not doing gold. We're doing silver. It's not 0.999. It is not 3 nines. It's not sterling. It is 90% before 1900. It's ready for sample. So we are going to place down, and if it falls within the parameters of the test, it's real. So that one's real. That one's fake, as you can see. They even sound different. Here's this next one. And this next one.
So how much money did this save us, I guess, in this little test? Because some people that don't have a Sigma machine, they can just buy all these the way they are and then end up realizing that they lost, right?
I mean, when you're paying $25 to $30 a Morgan dollar, especially when silver hitting what it's hitting currently, I mean, that could save you $90, Three Morgan dollars, $90 at the most. Make sure you check them. A lot of these coins from the naked eye, you can tell that they're authentic, that they're real. Even the sound of them, if you've been around them a while, the sound of them rubbing up against each other, that silver sound, you can tell.
So the cool thing about being a coin dealer is you not only get to keep some coins sometimes, but you also get to do what you want with the bullion that you might buy also. So we end up running into a lot of collections where a bulk or a majority of the collection is coins that are graded or have numismatic value, and sometimes you run into coins like these raw Morgan dollars where it has a very low numismatic value, but the main value is tied up in the silver, right? And so what it has allowed us to do is also stack and coin collect as coin dealers. And so if we are able to buy some of these or all of them, most likely we'll try to move them to our personal stack, because we're not only coin collectors at heart, but we also like to carry precious metals and own precious metals. And so I guess a quick question for you guys is, do you guys like stacking 90% like this, 90% like Roosevelt dimes, Mercury dimes, or do you guys like stacking silver bars and other fancy bars like that? That's something that I wanted to know down in the comments below, because for us, we get caught up sometimes between stacking 90% and also running into some cool vintage bars sometimes that we want to keep. And so I really would like to know your opinion down below, but this is pretty cool. We haven't bought 500 Morgan dollars at once before, and it would be a true honor to do so. Just wanted to take a quick moment to ask you guys' opinion about this coin. Do you think this coin deserves Prooflike or deep mirror Prooflike? It's great at Prooflike. It really has some nice deep mirrors on both sides of the coin. I really like your opinion down below, and yeah, just let me know. What other fancy stuff did we run into? Well, we got 5 more coins to show you guys, because these ones are nice. 2 1890s proof Liberty V nickels. One's in 64, affordable, not often offered Wow, I am great with words. And we have a 95 and 64 cameo. Great cameo contrast on both sides of the coin. Nice black and white. And sure is a lovely piece. Then we have this 1846 small date large cent. It's Great Mint State 64 brown, CAC approved. Basically, a tougher date, CAC approved, original, and a great chocolatey surface to it. Key date 1908S in 64 brown, and it is CAC approved also. Fancy little true views with it, with the Eagle Eye photo seal, and a nice little gold cac to end it out. 41 mercury dime in 66 full bands with a gold bean in an OGH. So what is the most desirable grade in numismatics, right? Well, there's two that I would say. Most of the time people are looking for mint state coins, and they're also looking for nice XF coins. And I also see, that slider AUBU in there as well. But what is the worst? The worst grade that I've run into contact with, the hardest thing for me to sell as a collector or as a dealer has been the AU50 grade. And the reason why the AU50 grade is tough for us to sell is because most of the time, people, if they're going to be buying it at mint state or an AU coin, they're going to be paying a lot of money for it if it's a better date. And they're going to get a lot of detail, a lot of bang for their buck for it. And it ends up going a long way for them, right? And XFs, most of the time when you run into them, they look original, nice looking, have a little bit remaining luster to them. And which has been a little bit tough for me was there's this 1896 S Morgan dollar that I think we had for like 8 or 9 months, and it was graded AU50. And the reason why we stuck with it for so long is because I think at the time it was like 300 or 400 bucks for an XF45, and it was double that for an AU50. And so when you're looking at XF coins as it relates to AU50 coins, is it really worth paying double the price between an XF45 to an AU50? I would say no. There's really not a lot of difference or changes between those grades, and that's why I think AU50 for us has been a little bit difficult. And so that's just one small little opinion that I have. I don't know why I interjected in this video, but it was on my heart, something for me to think about, and wanted to tell you guys. But we want to thank you guys for watching today's video. If you guys did enjoy today's video, make sure to leave a like, comment your thoughts on the time we had with Preacher Bill, and also showing you guys these coins and sharing our opinion. Make sure to also subscribe. More videos coming out every single week. We want you guys to be a part. We'll see you guys next time.